Prakash, is this now about the insult to Kharge ji and not about the objection to what he said? Is it really about how Dalits are being disrespected? After all, the Prime Minister made a call, checked on the health of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, but look at the statement of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge himself. Rahul Gandhi, when he was abroad just recently, says, I don't hate Prime Minister. I have never hated. He has a certain point of view. I have a certain point of view. And I have empathy towards him. Did he forget all of these words when he said, is desh ka yuva niklega, lathi marega, dande se marega Narendra Modi ko? Is this hypocrisy that's coming out?
Navika ji, let me complete.
Navika, thank you. I think there are several questions in your question. One, it has got nothing to do with caste, whether what Mr. Kharge's caste is or Mr. Modi's caste or Mr. Shah's caste. This has got, none of their comments have anything to do with caste. On the other hand, it was a totally unnecessary caustic remark from Mallikarjun Kharge. But then that's what elections do to politicians. They might say something different at other times, but when election comes, even seasoned politicians from whom we expect better and who should be role models, they also make these kind of statements. But then it's the national trend or maybe a global one. I think when political discourse has become so coarse and that it's bordering now on abuse and vulgarity. This frequent elections means that there is no respite from this heightened decibel levels that the leaders have to make their speeches. The more inflammatory the speech, the more eyeballs they grab, the more attention from the audience they get, the more media space they get. So, imagine if we didn't have elections for 8 to 9 months. What would the leaders be doing? The ones who have come to power would be governing, and the ones who have lost power, they would go back to their constituents and understand why they lost, and they would strategize as to how they can come back to power. But that's not happening. What's happening is all of them splashing in this cesspool of vendetta speeches. And how better are our leaders today from those who they criticize? They say they are keyboard warriors and they pay them, ye 2 rupaye ke tweet wale hain, ye 2 rupaye ke Instagram post wale hain. They sit in darkened rooms and spew hatred from their keyboards. I'm afraid those people are at least doing for that 2 rupees a tweet hatred, right? They're doing it for money. What are these people doing it for? And them who have spent decades in politics, why at this stage when you're an octogenarian do you need to come to that level? Why is there any need? Not just Mr. Kharge, everybody who is a representative, why are they so blinded with hate and so desperate for headlines and so thirsting for applause from their bosses and the audience that they will degrade themselves and shatter whatever reputation they have built for decades in public service? I think all of us just are tired of the noise, and I just don't understand why they're doing this. I think it also, Navika, one more point I want to make is that what's happened is that, in the rally, people are not paying attention. Everybody is scrolling on their phone, and after some time they get up and go. So the speakers are ending up, I've attended a few rallies to see this these days, that people just don't have any more attention span. Their data is so cheap, they start looking at the phone, and after a while they just get up and walk away. So leaders are sensing that irritation in the crowd, so they tend to say things jo masala dene ke liye, so that they can have attention.
Is that right, Vivek Srivastava? This is a masala statement that was made by Mallikarjun Kharge?
No, absolutely not. If Smita is talking in general, it's right. If she is talking specifically about the Congress and the president of the Congress party, I mean, it's a very sad day for us because she's a senior journalist and needs to be neutral. And secondly, I was listening to what my friend Gaurav had to say. I don't think if you speak against the Prime Minister or criticize the policies of the ruling party, that makes you an anti-national, that makes you anti-India. We are all Indians, all parties are over here, all of us are recognized by the Election Commission, and we fight to tell the people what our policies are. Mallikarjun Kharge ji became very unwell. He almost fell down. He's 83-year-old, and he was simply trying to give a message to his cadre that he is still there and he is going to keep on.
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business that makes doing good our business. Towards an independence where knowledge sets us free. To think big and achieve bigger. To take India to the world and the world to India. Creating pathways of self-reliance. To stand for progress, the planet and the people. Towards a future made perfect. And be a force creating abundance. Because independence is not a moment in history. It's a never-ending path to prosperity. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.